Hello, thank you very much for being with us today. It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
My first question is: it's really obvious that this movie pays tribute to Chadwick Boseman. Is a deep and beautiful homage. How did you feel shooting the film with him not around on the set?
It was hard. It was very hard. It was, there was definitely a process of grief we were going through, literally. We had to lean a lot on each other. I talk about how I was, me and myself and Letitia definitely connected very closely before we even started prepping and we understood this is gonna be really difficult, and it was. And thankfully, Ryan was very clear about the vision and about the fact that we were going to be going through aspects of grief, and he was a great guide in that journey, because he knew that what he was going to do and how he was going to bring honor to Chadwick through this film. So we had to make the film with all we had to give, because it was about honoring our departed brother. And we also had amazing new castmates who, like Dominique, who were there for us at times where we didn't know how grief was going to hit us a certain day. And Dominique and Michaela, they were amazing in terms of being right there for us and really pouring into us in ways that were very helpful and supportive. So that's really how we got through it.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned Ryan, and I had this question for you both. How would you define Ryan as a director on the set? Dominique?
I think that clarity that you mentioned is sort of a critical piece for me. I think that it's always very evident by the work that someone does, and also I think just by the atmosphere of a set, what the intention of your filmmaker is. And I think that with Ryan, it's beautifully clear that the mission and the goal, whatever it is that is fueling, empowering him to tell stories the way that he does, that it's coming from a place of love. And I think that what makes that so incredible is that he is able to also apply the technical grace, and he has that cinematic eye that also and a very clear understanding of humans and people, that is able to take a very grounded, rooted, honest story and elevate it to and beyond the heights of this beautiful imagined world.
Mm-hmm. DANAI, how would you define the evolution of the saga? I would say the differences between the two films, because we were talking about representation when the first one was released, and now we keep talking about representation in 2022. I mean, how do you see this evolution, and do you think maybe the world is evolving too slowly in this matter?
Of course it's evolving too slowly. It always evolves too slowly when it comes to this stuff, but we have a long way to go. There's a lot of aspects of the, there are things that have gotten better, and we've seen certain narratives come out that we probably wouldn't have seen in the past, but there's still a long way to go. And I think that's got a lot to do with, who's greenlighting projects, and therefore whoever's greenlighting them is deciding what they are and what they aren't. And so I think we need a lot more diversity from that perspective. But I think also the aspect of this, though, I'm very excited about, because you see in a sequel characters that, we understand that they represent a new type of, something that you don't often see, but we also get to see them evolve. And I think that's very important, to see characters that you often don't see. They have more of a journey and become more complex and become more nuanced, and you find that they're, then they have even more of a place in society in terms of how we think of them and how we understand these characters are not just one-off archetypes. They're very complex human characters that we should see more of. So I think the aspect of a sequel is very important for that, to see characters grow and evolve, so that they're not just like this sort of poster child of representation, but they actually represent great storytelling that we should see more and more of and allow to evolve.
Okay, thank you. I think our time's up. Thank you very much. Thank you.